I had always had this little character in my head called Gilda Wabbit. And Gilda Wabbit is a reference to the Looney Tunes episode What's Opera Doc, where Elmer Fudd sings Gilda Wabbit, Gilda Wabbit, Gilda Wabbit, to a Wagner melody. And I was like, oh, this is like cheeky and funny, and also it's Looney Tunes, so like it'll make people feel safe and comfortable. I always said, I'm gonna make a name for myself, I'm gonna come back to Kentucky, and I'm going to be the kind of person that I needed to see growing up. And so I went to New York and I started auditioning. I was on my way to a brand new gig, and on the way to that gig, a man took a picture of me. That picture became the meme, "The Future Liberals Want." And it became a meme because liberals were like, this is what you want. Like, there are two people who come from very different backgrounds who are existing on public, readily available transportation, and they all get along. And so there was a sort of reuse of the same language that was used against us to actually celebrate us. And for like a brief, like 15 minutes, truly, it was a really big deal. My phone started blowing up so much. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is gonna be like the hugest moment of my career. Like, this is where things are gonna take off for me. Which I think is sort of the lie that we were being told at the time about social media. Like, if you go viral, you will get work. If you go viral, you will have like this opportunity handed to you in your lap. And it just like didn't happen that way. I ended up coming back to Louisville, and so I went around and just worked and worked and worked. And that's sort of where the attention for me came from, was my work, not from this meme. And I think that's really relevant because of the amount of people now who are like, oh my gosh, I love your work, I'm so grateful that you're here in Louisville, or I'm so grateful that you sing, or I'm so grateful that you do theater or whatever. And then they don't find out until we're like at a party and someone says, oh my gosh, have you seen the meme that Gilda was in? They don't know that that's me. And so a lot of my following has come from just like putting my heels to the ground, getting those stilettos on and walking around and shaking hands and being like, please pay attention to my work, like I want it to be seen.
I am the very model of a modern major drag queen. Yes, I shave my face and put on lashes and I wear a fancy dress. I lip sync songs by Taylor Swift, and Taylor Dana is the best. I'm here to make you giggle even when you're feeling quite depressed. Sometimes
we started church. Give me 1 second, I'm realizing now I'm gonna do a lipstick. I made a choice. So we started church with a queer audience in mind. So we're moving through moments of like high octane entertainment, laugh out loud, funny comedy, and also like once in a while smaller moments of like, hey, let's care for each other, let's shake each other's hands, let's like be in community and be with each other. When I'm selling it to people, do I tell them that? No, because all they need to hear is like, yeah, it's on Sunday. It's called church, but it's not an actual church service. I think it's cheeky. And they're like, oh, I get it. And they want to come. And it has been wildly successful.
Friends, welcome to church. My name is Gilda Wabbit. What's yours? Just kidding, don't answer. There's like a good 45 of you in here, and I don't have the brain power to do that.
Queer people deserve space to be themselves and to celebrate ourselves. We are the experts of our own lives, and we deserve to be celebrated and seen as like whole and unique and interesting people.
I have a degree in classical music that I almost never use anymore, so I'll use it for you now.
I think the work that I'm doing now in Louisville is the mark that I'm going to leave. But also, I know that I'm lucky because I know there are smaller places, or bigger cities even, I'm sure, where it is hard for a drag queen to make a living as a performer, and I'm able to do that. And so I think it's not perfect, but it is good enough for me to be here and to hope that I can make a difference. And each day, I think I'm a better, more authentic representation of the kind of person that I wanted to see growing up. And I know it's partly by my work, but it also truly feels like it's just like where I'm meant to be right now. And so I just want to be here and say, I'm queer, I'm trans. People won't maybe understand you all the time, but it's possible to live your life in a way that is authentic and real and true, and to find a community and to find security and safety.